What's up, everybody? Joe Fortin here once again. Today I just want to talk about the prison of the mind. And the reason I'm talking about this is because right now I'm actually at the beach. And the beach here near St. Pete, Florida is actually my favorite place in the whole world. I love it here so much. And I have lived in this area for a grand total of, I guess, about 5 years. And during that entire time, I've probably been to the beach, I would say like, I don't know, less than 40 times. 30 times, right? I mean, I've been here, enough to get a lay of the land, but I really, for a long time, never came down here. For example, last year in 2020, I probably came down here, I don't know, maybe a couple times. And I just met someone who I have a lot in common with. It's really, really interesting. And we actually just met down here randomly today. It wasn't planned, but we're both here. We're going to do some breath work. I'm going to go for a little beach jog. And I was talking to her about the fact that I never come down here. And how for a long time in my life, I just, I wouldn't do stuff by myself. I wouldn't go out to the beach or, go for a walk in the woods or, do any of these things by myself because, I don't know. I don't even know why. It's just I felt like, for a long time, I felt like I had these chains and it was like they were weighing me down and I couldn't do anything. And I actually took a remedy with my Heilkunst called stramonium recently. And my friend, Laura, told me that if I took a stramonium remedy, that, hey, we're recording a quick video.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, you want to say hi?
Hi, I'm Sydney.
This is Sydney. This is my friend that I met. I was talking about you.
Oh, nice.
This is going to be on YouTube. You cool with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. Tell us about yourself, Sydney.
My name is Sydney. I am a personal trainer, but what I'm most passionate about is teaching human movement and how the body is designed to function, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing when it comes to moving.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, that's just simplified.
Yeah.
I do a lot.
So, Sydney and I are thinking that we might collaborate on some things, and we're going to do some breath work. I just talked about that.
Sweet.
And it's funny because you said you wanted to major in kinesiology. That was also what I was going to major in.
Yep.
It's like we've been having these conversations that it's just it's crazy.
Overlap after overlap.
I've never met anyone where literally every topic I bring up is just oh yeah.
Yeah, it's in my journal.
Yeah, that's in my journal. We're talking
I
about.
actually have one of my old journals with me today if we wanted to take a peek in there.
Oh, really? All right, that's cool. We've been talking about energy mechanics. We've been talking about the tree of life and Kabbalah and human design and bioenergetics. I lent you that book on bioenergetics. How you liking that so far?
Can't put it down, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm a slow reader, but I'm getting there.
Yeah? It's bioenergetics by, what's the dude's name?
Something Alexander.
Yeah. Alexander Lowen.
Yes.
Yeah, Alexander Lowen, which was recommended to me by someone locally, Elliot Holz. I haven't met Elliot yet. I think I probably will, though. He runs Strength Camp, and he has a YouTube channel. Go check him out. I've talked about him a lot on my channel. So, yeah, Elliot is a wealth of knowledge, and very much along the same lines of the stuff that we're into. Powerlifting, gets into a lot of spiritual mechanics. Basically just self-development, mostly geared towards men, but he's actually got quite a few female followers as well. So yeah, but yeah, I was talking about being locked into a prison of the mind. And I was actually explaining how last week we were having that conversation where I was telling you, like, I never go out and do stuff by myself. And I have come out here twice in the last 3 or 4 days by myself, and I've run into people that I know, and like I've had a great time. And it's like, oh, wait, I can just go out and like do things and have fun by myself, and you know, maybe I'll run into people, maybe I won't, but I've been like sitting at home in quote unquote lockdown, like by myself, just locked in my head, and it didn't have to be at all. Like I didn't have to be at all, you know?
Yeah.
And like what I'm kind of seeing with a lot of what's going on in our physical reality right now is that, and people are very well aware of this, is that what's going on with us unconsciously and internally is being reflected in the external. So things like the lockdown, things like all of these things going on, right? This is actually coming up as a collective trauma for us to heal these wounds. Would you agree?
Couldn't agree more. And actually, kind of going back to what you were saying about how the mind can often feel like it's imprisoned, that feeling can be traced to specific areas of the body that's holding tension, that correlates to tension in the mind.
Absolutely.
So
neurotic holding patterns.
Yes, so by freeing up your full body to feel fully expansive, you'll also in turn be freeing and expanding your mind at the same time.
Yes.
Whether you intend to or not, that's just how it works.
Yep. And that's actually something that Elliot has spoken about a lot as well. The mind is the body is the mind. Everything is correlated, and
everything's connected.
Yes. I don't know if you've gotten into the Kabbalion and natural law yet. Have you read the Kabbalion?
I have not.
Yeah, you're going to dig it. So the 7 Hermetic principles, law of polarity, law of gender, law of rhythm.
I do have those multiple times in my journal. I just didn't realize that's what they were called.
Yeah. So that is something that I would encourage all of you to explore. But basically, I've been talking about how when you do bioenergetic breathing, or you do yoga, or you do breath work, or you do corrective stretching, or you do any kind of like, strength training, right?
Yeah.
When you correct those areas in the body that are correlated with the chakras, right? That are correlated with certain parts of the mind, right?
A balance between strength and mobility.
Yeah. The mind also changes, and your thinking will change. So that's why lifting weights is so great for people, because it actually does help you develop mental fortitude, and it'll help you develop your self-confidence.
Exercise changes your blood chemistry, which in turn changes your brain chemistry, and then that kind of goes right back to what we're talking about how the mind and body, the brain and body are all connected.
Yeah, and like things like gut health, for example, you have to understand that you have 3 brains. You have the brain in your skull, you got your heart brain, and you have your gut brain. And they are all connected, and they are all equally important. And if you do not have good gut health, you will not be healthy. In fact, what is it, like 90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut?
Yep, in the 90 percentages.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, these are things that are very, very commonly overlooked in a lot of Western modalities, including,
Another way to boost your serotonin levels is to expose yourself to sunlight, because when light comes into our eyes, it goes through the optical nerve to the pineal gland. And when the pineal gland receives that light, it then will stimulate the production of serotonin to release and then wake up the body, which the counter neurotransmitter to that is melatonin. So when it gets darker, more melatonin is secreted to wind the body down. But in opposition, when the body is exposed to light and the pineal gland picks up on that, serotonin can be generated that way as well.
That's great. I didn't know all that, but yeah, I kind of knew some of it. But that's why like the blue light blocking glasses are great at night. She's got some on right now.
If you have a headache. I've got many. I've had many concussions in which I'm still healing some of the deeper things that have come along with it.
Yeah. Oh man, I had a thought and I lost it. Oh, circadian rhythm. So that's why it's great to get up early in the morning, get your day started early, wake up with the sun, go to bed with the sun. I've been going to bed at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock every night.
Yeah, I'll just sleep on the couch at 8 yesterday, so.
That's our natural biorhythm. And the more that you get in tune with that, more in tune with nature that you are, the healthier you will be, right? Mm-hmm. We've all been kind of conditioned into pushing ourselves with these schedules that really don't make any sense. And actually, today's a Wednesday, right? And I'm working at a job where traditionally you'd be doing like the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday schedule. But I negotiated to have Wednesdays off specifically so that I could have a little break in the middle of my week and I could reset.
Recovery is so important.
Yeah, and it's actually been really great. Like, I can't say enough good things about just taking time for myself.
Yeah, if we don't intentionally take that time for ourselves, our body will then create a problem for us to then have to take that time to ourselves.
That's right.
So
That's right.
Take it before your body starts yelling at you with pain signals or sickness signals.
Yeah.
So,
That's right. Pain is an indicator that something needs to change.
Your body talking to your mind.
That's right. So yeah, I'm sure you've gotten a lot into like just listening to your body, listening to the needs of your body. You know, sometimes your body tells you it's time to rest, it's time to take a break, and if you ignore that for long enough, guess what happens? You get sick. You know.
Oh yeah.
It will force you.
On the reverse of that, this kind of goes into the importance of cardiovascular exercise. So running, for example, or just doing something to raise your heart rate on a daily basis.
Yes.
Because that is not only going to affect your blood chemistry, but it gives your heart a workout.
Right.
And if we're not necessarily working out our heart's going to have to find a workout in other ways. So this is where we'll see anxiety come up. So people that have faster heart rates, it's because they don't necessarily, or not only, but a potential factor could be that they don't intentionally exercise their heart, so their heart has to go about other means to get its exercise.
Okay, wow, okay, I've never heard this.
That's what I think too. Oh, I can go on.
This is why I love talking to you.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
Do this all the time now.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize you were going to be down to make videos, but yeah, now that I know this.
The thing is, I'm not with holding the space, but the thing is, if you're kind of the one manning it and I can just kind of interject, like that's kind of my thing.
Yeah, no, that's rad. I've actually done that with quite a few people. So a lot of people, like when I'm like, yo, I want you to come on my channel. You've got so much to offer. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, oh, I'm kind of nervous. I was like, don't worry about it. Just sit in front of the camera with me. We're just going to have a conversation. No. And like, I've seen so many people, like in the first 5 minutes, you can tell that they're nervous. They're locked up, right? Yep. And then I'm just like, no, we're just chilling here. We're just having a conversation.
But
Keep
it
light.
makes so much sense though, because in your human design body graph, your root center is defined, which means you have a consistent energy in that area. So that means that you are able to hold a grounded state of mind a lot more consistently than I can, because I have an undefined root. So that being a pressure center, it kind of just jacks up the anxiety.
Do you want to turn around? We passed Kyle, right?
Yeah, a while ago.
Hopefully the waves and stuff aren't like messing up the audio, but it's all right. We'll roll with it. If not, we can do another video. But yeah, Sydney and I have done like our human design graphs. She's actually the one who kind of started explaining some of it to me, as well as my friend Ray. Do you know Ray? Have you met Ray? Mm-hmm. You got to meet Ray. Ray's awesome. Ray. We did a video together like a couple weeks ago. She's one of my great friends, and she actually started introducing me to human design a little bit. But Sydney's also explained some of it to me, and Sydney and I have like very similar charts.
Yes.
And
in fact, the root is the only main difference. Every other center, apart from the gates and channels, are correlated.
Yeah. Can I tell everyone about the day we met?
I'm an open book.
Me too.
Doesn't get more open than this. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I don't. It's like perfect. I'm
great.
I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure you're real, but
no, same. Because it's like same, but then you just have the structure and the framework that I need, because I try to record videos, but it's just tangent, and then I'm like, what the heck did I even start making this video for? And then it never happens, and then,
So, real briefly, do you know what your life path number is?
Pretty sure it's 3.
3? Okay, mine's 4. I don't know what 3's about. Do you know what 3's about?
It depends, because I've looked it up through a few different modalities, and a couple of them have said 3, and a couple of them have also said a different number that I don't.
So it's your birthday. You just add all the numbers together and then reduce it to a single digit.
Okay, then that's 3. That's
Okay,
3.
yeah. So mine's 4, and 4 actually is also my favorite number. I didn't realize that it was my life path number until like a few years ago.
Oh, well, 3 is my favorite number, so that makes sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, life.
So 4 is all about structure, foundation, and process. It's about the energy of the square, actually. 3 would be the energy of the triangle, right?
Yes, the 4 steps of transformation.
Yeah. So basically, structure, process, stability, right? So I've had the thing is, people with life path number 4 will have a tendency to want to forego all of that and jump ahead, right? So it's like, I want to go from step 1 to step 9 without doing 2 through 8 because I look at them as being like unnecessary and useless.
I want to get there.
Yeah, I want to get to the end, you know? And the thing is that with my particular, like, I don't know, human design setup, I've been able to do that a lot, but it's actually caused a lot of problems because, you know, I've had a tendency to take shortcuts and just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. So one of the things that life has kind of forced me to do is to learn stability, structure, process, right? Taking things slowly, taking things one step at a time.
Yes, slowing down. That's my biggest.
Yeah, me too.
Life focus.
But so in that though, with Life Path 4, it ends up becoming your strength. Like once you understand that, like the stability, the structure, the foundation, the process is extremely important, and you understand how to approach that properly, it actually becomes your greatest strength.
I can see that.
So it's taken me a long time to kind of embrace the journey, embrace process, embrace, like, it's okay that I'm not completed yet. Like, it's okay that this project isn't completed yet. It's okay that my YouTube channel is still not where I want it to be.
In fact, the process of life will never be completed until the day you die.
Right.
Life is a process.
Yeah, it's about, like, learning to embrace the journey.
Yes.
You know? Might want to step around these folks here. So, yeah, we're almost at a 20-minute video here, Sydney.
Wow, that's crazy. Longest I've done is like 2.
The day we met, I was sitting at a kava bar, and I was speaking to a friend of mine, and she was saying that she was like feeling a little off that day. And I was like, oh, well, you know, it might be the Schumann resonance. And so I started explaining the Schumann resonance to her. And Sydney over here piped up and was like, what?
Schumann?
I write about that all the time in my journal. And I'm like, whoa, hey, I didn't even know you were sitting there.
Side note, it is very, very out of my nature to initiate conversation or to interject with somebody I've never met before. So that was very unlike me, but it just kind of happened.
Yeah, I'm glad it did. And so we just started going back and forth, right? Talking about the Schumann resonance. And then we were like, oh, bioenergetics. And we were like, oh, this and that.
Oh, Fibonacci.
Fibonacci spiral. Oh, yeah, let's talk about the catharic grid and the distorted mechanics and da-da-da. We were just going back and forth. And, like, she was getting chills. I was getting chills. We were both looking at each other like, what the hell is happening right now? And then she said something about Lemuria. And I don't have it with me right now because I'm on the beach.
I actually don't have mine either. Yeah. But I do have this one, which I got the other day. It spoke to me. I usually take so long to make decisions. Cool. But I was like, that's the one. It's talking to me.
What is it? Can you show it to us?
I think it's called... Oh, really quick again. I'll put it behind my hands so you can kind of see. Oh, excuse my hair.
What is it?
I think it's called cysteine.
Cistrine.
Citrine? Yeah. Yeah, so it's actually usually a lot more brown, but this is a very unique piece that only has a slight bit of brown on the bottom. So yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's a good one.
I actually I've been collecting like stones since I was a little kid.
Same. Shells. Stones, shells, rocks.
So we're sitting there, and she mentioned something about Lemuria. And I had my Lemurian seed crystal in my pocket, which... I've never even met anybody in the flesh that even knows what that is. And I pulled it out of my pocket and I set it on the table and I said, you know what this is? And she was like, yeah, I got one like it just at home.
Yep.
Like, what?
Yep. My favorite one, to be exact. Crazy.
So yeah, magic is happening. Yeah, what else? It's been like this every time we've hung out.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, pretty cool. I'm so grateful and so excited that I've met you.
Yes.
Like 100%.
Me too.
Thank you.
Same to you.
Yeah. So we're gonna do some breath work, and I'm gonna go for a jog. I don't know what you're doing, but
I'm just gonna chill.
she's gonna chill. I'm gonna go
meditate,
jog. Meditate.
You know, maybe stretch. We'll see. Whatever my body wants to do, I'll allow my mind to take my body where it wants.
Yeah. And that's pretty much how I do things too. You know, going with the flow.
Nothing but
So
flow.
yeah, I didn't intend on this being a collaborative video, but this has worked out great. Thank you for coming on the channel.
Thank
and,
you for inviting me / letting me pop in. You know, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to do some more collaborative work for sure. So meet Sydney. Thanks for coming on the channel.
Nice to meet you guys, whoever you all are out there.
Yeah. I have a small cult following. I'm a future cult leader in training.
Nice. A good kind.
Yeah, the good kind. It's not really a cult, guys. You're free to come
Just
and go
kidding.
as you please. There's no
Slight
elements of
exaggeration.
control here. You know, but you could draw some parallels between this and...
But that's for another video.
Yeah, let's talk about that some other time. But yeah, see you later, guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Breathe deeply.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button down below and click the icon to your left to subscribe. New content every week about spirituality and addiction from myself, Joe Fortin. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.